Welcome to the AI Researcher Subreddits series, where we bring model training discussions to life. Fine-tuning is making big money. How? Unlike computer vision tasks, it seems that many companies, especially startups, rely on API-based services like GPT, Claude, and Gemini, rather than self-hosting models like Llama or Mistral. I've also come across many posts in this subreddit discussing fine-tuning. That makes me curious. Together AI has reportedly hit $100 million+ ARR. And what surprises me is that fine-tuning appears to be one of its key revenue drivers. How is fine-tuning contributing to such a high revenue figure? Are companies investing heavily in it for better performance, data privacy, or cost savings? So why do you fine-tune the model instead of using API? I really want to know.
Fine-tuning nudges the model to give its output in a certain tone or format. It's surprisingly needed in domains like customer service and consumer-facing projects. Along with that are actions like NER and entity extraction, summarization, etc. Also, many VLMs must be fine-tuned on local, task-specific documents for better performance. We should also note that each fine-tuning instance is part of a series of experiments, from types of LoRa, the quantization level, the extent of the data, etc. And the best one is selected. So, it makes sense that fine-tuning makes a significant contribution to revenue.
Thanks. So, compared to companies that are in the early stages of adopting AI, it seems that companies with more mature AI implementations use fine-tuning more frequently. Could you explain a bit more about why VLMs in particular require fine-tuning more often?
General tasks like image summarization don't need fine-tuning at all. However, a typical 2B, 8B VLM needs to correctly interpret the image's features, especially in use cases involving complex documents. So we fine-tune the models to make sure that the model understands what the output structure should be. Of course, this is still in the view of 2B, 8B, and 13B models. The larger VLMs seem to have a high generalizability.
My use case for fine-tuning is to use a smaller, cheaper model for a specialized task. I talked to a PM at a major AI hosting company who told me they aren't seeing much fine-tuning from smaller companies, almost all from enterprise. Most likely the lack of available talent to make a good tune.
I think a major hurdle is acquiring high-quality training data for fine-tuning. So data collection and curation is one bottleneck, and then there is fine-tuning cost, which is substantially more expensive than using API in the short term. Finally, another question is, will fine-tuned compact model outperform bigger models with RAG? The performance of LLM generally scales linearly with its size. If one can prove a case where carefully fine-tuned compact LM can outperform huge model, then more companies will dive into fine-tuning. But right now, it seems like a big if, so it's more the realm of R&D than production. And most for-profit companies focus on products, not research, not to mention that LLM research is a money pit. In summary, data collection and prep cost, plus fine-tuning cost, on top of the uncertainty if fine-tuned model can indeed outperform RAG.
Even with LLMs plus in-context learning, there are a few key risks. Risk of the LLM not answering due to content violation policies. Quality of output. For the most part, specialized domain-specific models will still outperform LLM models that only rely on prompt engineering methods. Consistency of response. Consistency can be in style, format, etc. Control over speed. Something too slow, it's fully in our control to scale up the machine the model is being hosted on. Can also independently increase number of machines horizontally. Think of tasks which have extremely high throughput requirements. Also, it's really important to remember that not everything is required to be done by Gen AI. Gen AI is great for creative flow direction or generative tasks, but this doesn't mean that older, non-generative tasks have disappeared. Besides, even if it's Gen AI, fine-tuning large models efficiently is still going to be a better option for a lot of things. For example, grammar correction, domain-specific tasks, actions, agents, etc.